Let's go over some brutal advice your ego doesn't want to hear. And that advice is you are going to die a lot sooner than you think. It kind of amazes me today how often people live their lives as if they're going to live forever based off the decisions they make. For instance, I have a couple of family members who are brother and sister, who are in their 60s, by the way. Both have life conditions that aren't very healthy, meaning they've both already had near-death experiences. Yet, they're bickering as if they have all the time in the world and they're currently not talking to each other. And I remember talking to one particular person, one of them, and I was like, you realize how old you are. You're in your 60s, you're overweight, you have a heart condition, you have a kidney issue, you have all of these issues. Yet you're blocking your sister because of words, because of disagreements. And I'm very, very curious to the way people live, because how long do you actually think you have to live? And the fact that you should know that you're gonna die a lot sooner than you think should place more value on your life. You should appreciate it more. And this is like a huge secret to actually living a better life, is understanding that yes, you are gonna die very, very soon. I'll give you another instance. Placing value on your life, appreciating your life. I live in New York, and if you ask a typical New Yorker, have they ever been to the Statue of Liberty? Have they ever been to the Empire State Building? Have they ever been to the MoMA Museum? Have they ever been to any of these historical places known for in New York? Every one of them, I would say 9 out of 10, will say no. Why is this? Versus a tourist that comes here. Like the tourist attractions is the Statue of Liberty, the Staten Island Ferry, the MoMA Museum, the Empire State Building, all of these historical places. Why is it that people that don't live here, the tourists, when they come to New York, that's the thing they really, really get excited about? Because the tourist realizes that they might never get the chance to do this again. Versus a typical New Yorker, the Empire State Building is right there, the Statue of Liberty is right there. We see it every single day. And because we see it every single day, we feel like on an unconscious level, I could go whenever I want to go see this. So it's not that important. However, let's place this back to your life. Let's place this back to your ego. You need to realize you're gonna die very, very soon. A lot sooner than you think. And understanding this, although it's very, very scary, places a lot of value on your life. If you start to live your life like this, understanding that you're gonna die very, very soon, the decisions you make will be completely different. For some reason, the ego believes it's gonna live forever. It lives in a state of protection. It lives in a state of fear. It lives in a state of like, it's immortal. It's wild to me how people really, really choose to live. It's like, you're not gonna live forever. You're gonna die a lot sooner than you think. And you need to start making better decisions. Decisions that actually make your life experience a little bit better. And it's just like, you need to treat your life like the tourist that comes to New York. Like when the tourist comes to New York, they wanna go see things. They wanna have an experience. They wanna go to the Statue of Liberty. They wanna go to the MoMA. They wanna go to the Empire State Building. Versus the typical New Yorker, because they feel like they could do it whenever they want. They got all the time in the world to do it. They never do it. But people are living their life like this. They're living their life as a typical New Yorker that could go see the Empire State Building whenever they want. So, what I would suggest to you, start talking to your ego. Start talking to yourself. Realize you're gonna die very, very soon. And as a fun experiment, the next time you're at a social gathering with your friends, bring up death. And it's very, very interesting. I like to bring up death pretty often to watch people get very, very uncomfortable. Like, why are we talking about this? Because it's gonna happen. It's going to happen. You're gonna die a lot sooner than you think. So I suggest you start making better decisions. A lot of you are waiting. waiting for the perfect moment to actually change your life, waiting for the perfect moment to actually heal, waiting for the perfect moment to take that opportunity that you know will make your life so much better. And the reason why you don't do it is, one, because your ego believes it's going to live forever. It believes it's always going to be there. And two, your ego's actually scared. It's scared. But you should be scared, not your ego. You should be scared because you should know that you're going to die very soon and you might live a life that sucked. How many of you are actually living a really, really good life? Not many. I mean, I work with a lot of people. I know a lot of people. And most people are just complaining. Most people are very, very miserable. And you got to realize that these complaints that you have, the things that you're worried about, it's minor. Tony Robbins has a very, very famous quote. He says, people major in minor things. People major in minor things. And these minor things are like things like world events that you can't affect, gossip, celebrity gossip, sports, even politics to some degree, like the things that you're worried about right now. First of all, ask yourself, the things that I'm worried about, has it happened? Has anything of that, all the stuff that I worried about, has it actually happened? And there's a good chance it didn't. But if it did, more than likely it wasn't as bad as you made it up in your imagination. So again, please, 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 please realize you're gonna die very, very soon. Take that to your heart. Take that into your soul. Take that into your being, that I'm gonna die very, very soon. And am I making the appropriate decisions? Stop waiting. Stop waiting. You already know what you have to do. You already know what you want to do. You already know the things you got to do to make your life that much better. But you keep on waiting. You keep on waiting for the perfect moment, and it's not coming. What is coming, though, is death. I'll say that again. The perfect moment's not coming, but what is coming is death. So I suggest, please, please realize you're going to die very, very soon, and start living like it. Be the tourist that comes to New York, that actually wants to experience New York. Don't be like the typical New Yorker that feels like he or she has all the time in the world to visit the Empire State Building. Place some urgency on your life, because the truth is, it's gonna go away very, very soon. So again, you're gonna die very soon. Make the appropriate decisions. The appropriate decisions, you already know what to do. You just gotta do it. And act like you're gonna die very, very soon. Okay? So hopefully this made sense. Hopefully you got value from this. If you did, as always, leave any feedback in the comment section below. Until next time, peace.